really thrilled to be coming back another year.
Yeah, it's what a job. I mean, you get to play basketball, you get to hang out with your mates, you get to compete for a championship. What more you can ask for, I guess. Yeah.
You have to make decisions every year, and there's always been the question: do you go out on a high? Was I'm not going out on a low? Was that one of the motivating factors?
Look, not really. I think any year you don't win a championship, it's I wouldn't say go so far as it's a failure, but it's you haven't accomplished your goal. The goal will be the same again this year, is to win a championship, but you can only control so much. And if I'm going to wait to go out on a championship, it's a very hard thing to do. We've had some guys in the past that have been lucky enough to do it, but requires a lot of things to go right. So again, that's the goal, but hopefully it happens, but can't guarantee anything, can you?
I was more looking at the fact that you wouldn't want to go out having missed the final. Like that, of all the years to potentially finish up, that's not the year to go out on this one, is it? You want to go out another year and make up for last season?
Yeah, look, of course, I think, that's always going to pop up this season, but, I don't think we look at years when you make the semi-finals and get bundled out in 2 games, too much different. It's still not achieving your goal. Your goal is to win a championship, so you can't really say we failed less. I mean, it's the ultimate goal is to win a championship, and we didn't achieve that last year, and we didn't achieve it the year before.
A lot of names returning. Are you confident this squad is able to make up for the season as well?
Yeah, look, hopefully. I've said in the past, and I said at the start of last year, putting the roster together is a very, very important part, but it's half the job. You've got to put it all together on the court, and despite the talent that we've had in the past and we have this year, there's some teams out there with just as much, if not more, talent. So it's going to be another tough year.
You want to continue captaining the club? There's a lot of obviously involved with that job, and you've got a family as well. It's been a big couple of years. Is that something you want to continue doing?
To be honest, it's not too much. I haven't thought about it too much. It is a tough job, especially the last 2 years. It's been a long 2 years, given the seasons that we've had. But I enjoy it, and I haven't given it too much thought. I'm not sure what Scott's doing with the captaincy, if it's going to be similar to years past, or I'm not sure. So I'm sure that'll be determined, soon.
How tough was the decision to go out for another year? Like, how much did you think about it?
Yeah, look, a lot, to be honest. After season finished, I got away from it all. I kind of switched off for a month and got away from basketball and just kind of hung out with the family. I mentioned before, it's been a long 2 years. We spent a lot of time away from family. I'm not crying poor, but it has been tough. So to get away from it all and just, hang out with the family, take the kids to school, kind of do that stuff, was been awesome. And so I didn't give it too much thought, and I thought I'd put it on the back burner. But once the offer came up, it's, as I said, it's a great opportunity. I can't take a year off and come back next year. So to be able to do this for a living is so lucky. I think anyone in my position would probably do the same.
Yeah, we touched on it before, but how much of a lure is chasing the 7th championship? Like, how much would that influence the decision?
I wouldn't say the 7th influenced it. Everyone on this team, everyone in the league just loves competing. You go to work, every morning and you get to compete and test yourselves against the best, and that's fun and that's enjoyable and that's what you want to do. So to compete for another championship, not necessarily the 7th, but to try to get this club another championship is definitely a motivating factor.
Do anything much differently as you're progressing your career and at the end of it, obviously, but like how seriously you have to take pre-season and just that time away from the season, like different.
Oh yeah, definitely. There's differences. I think I'm probably fortunate that wouldn't say I'm the most athletic player and don't rely on my athleticism too much. So it's not too different. But yeah, sure. There's definitely tweaks in terms of training load and stuff like that. We've got a fantastic staff who manage that. But there's definitely differences. Compared to my first year, put it that way.